Hi, my name is Cindy, and this is my MyLifeFM story. I have loved and enjoyed Christian radio for as long as I can remember, but I kind of took it for granted, listened to other stations as well. But in about 2005, my husband started exhibiting some fear and anxiety issues, which we later found out that he was developing schizophrenia. But the fact that he was so very paranoid and frightened and scared, I told him, I go, you need to be listening to this Christian radio station. It really gives you a sense of peace and enjoyment, and the words of the songs can really help you to settle down those fears and anxieties. And so he started listening to it, and what was something that I took for granted took on a whole new meaning for us. It really did help him, and it really did calm him down. And there were certain songs that we would listen to, and we actually would purchase the copies of, because it was something that would spoke to us and meant a lot to us. And in the mornings we would listen to Dan Schaefer and his devotional, and it was just amazing how many times that the devotional would be like it was spoken just for us. It was something that he needed just at that moment. And so it went from being a pleasurable experience to, was still of course very pleasurable, but something that spoke to our hearts completely. And then after a few years, my husband he passed away, and we had prayed for healing, and God chose to heal him in a certain way. He was healed of his suffering and ended up in heaven, but then we were left to deal with the loss and the pain and suffering of losing someone. And that was when, again, the Christian radio took on a whole nother meaning to us. What was more for encouragement for him became to be just such a soothing balm for me. And I would leave the radio station on in my house, because it seemed like just having the music in my home was filling my home with God's Spirit. And I would come home and I would feel His presence. Can I stay a minute? So Christian radio to me is enjoyment, but it is also very spiritual and very healing, and it is very much a ministry that God has given us to encourage us throughout our days. God has blessed me tremendously now. I am remarried, and I am very happily married to a Christian man, but I still thoroughly enjoy Christian radio, and it takes on a whole new meaning now. It is back to being fun and enlightens my day, but there are so many songs that speak to me now. It reminds me of my husband. In fact, right after he had passed away and we were planning his services, the song Dancing with Angels came on. And that was one of the songs that it was just like, it was a new song at the time, or it was new to me, but it spoke so much to me that it was a song that we played at his service. And every time I hear it now, I think of him, and I know that he's in heaven dancing with the angels and having a wonderful time with Jesus. I love Christian radio. I don't know what I would do without it. And I love the fact that we have a local Christian radio station as well. That's something that speaks to our community and helps the people in our community too. So I'm very happy to support it and to listen to it, and appreciate very much all that the station does for us.